Welcome back to. Well, honestly, I forgot to play this game after a while. So many different games came out, and then life happened. So I'm like, also for the better of me, this one did not kind of get saved correctly. But luckily, I remember like the world area I was left at. But also for the better of me, I can't remember exactly which of the levels I did in this area. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just do it. I kind of went back to the YouTube video, be like, okay, where did I leave off? I'm like, no, this is where I left off, vaguely. So, if I remember correctly, like this is like one of the last big world areas with their level designs that you have left to do before you get to, in quote unquote, nasty Norg. So, it's not like nasty Norg's a hard level and anything. Now you gotta remember, like for me, like way back in the day, on the PS2, this game was fun to play, even though this is a PS1 title. But you also have to remember the fact that even though I had a PS2, for whatever reason, unless someone can tell me like the reason why this game and not to mention the entire collection just would not save on the PS2 memory card. It always kept saying, please insert the card, like the card's in there. The card reader's in there, so the memory card's in there. So for the better of me, we just did not know like what the heck we do, and like the internet wasn't as knowledgeable as it is today, or faster as it is today. So, excuse me for a second. Oh yeah, that's good. So, me and my sister and all of our friends, whenever we played a Spyro game, you pretty much played until you turn off the PS2. Sometimes you got really, really far. Other times you did not, because we had a bunny. Remember the bunny, ladies and gentlemen. The bunny would get out the game just because my sister's friends, including her, which she's gonna deny a lot of times, just never put the games back in the fucking cases. Wait, hold on. Has it been? Oh, hold on. One step there, right there. Yeah, it's been over 15 seconds. Yeah, they just never put them back in the cases, so I was stuck with a bunch of my games just not being properly worked. Like, they just either would just die down on me because they were so scratched up, and you just could not play the games anymore. To the, like, one of them I was super mad at because, like, Mario Super Sluggers, love that game to death, just stopped working because the rabbit got added. There was a big, huge dent in it. I'm like, oh my god, what happened to this?
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these parts have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
I can just say that, when you play the Reignited Trilogy, is that it is so awesome to see, especially for this game, that all the dragons are now like their own, have like their own little separate personalities from one another, like they're at least distinguished in difference. The original was, yeah, it's on the PlayStation, but honestly, you could tell that the actors were putting in a lot of effort to voice the characters, but it's at the same time, now you can finally see what each dragon now officially looks like instead of all just being reskin clones of each other. Because that's the beauty now. God, this thing looks really good still. Alright, I'll just look at that. Thank you.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Oh yeah, Tom Kenny. Yeah, it was Tom. SpongeBob's actor. Now, honestly, that's the weird thing for Spyro. They've had A lot, and we mean a lot of different voice actors over the years. You had like the original from who did the, no joke, the Taco Bell commercial with the dog, you know. Where's Nasty Nork? Oh, sometimes you miss stuff like that. Tom did do the second game and the third game. Like, you can really watch yourself the video of Did You Know Gaming for Spyro. It's really interesting to see how this game was developed and like all the different actors who played them over the years. Hell, for crying out loud, we even got ourselves Elijah Wood at one point. Interestingly, as in that Elijah Wood for Spyro. Weird, I know. But that was developed by that was like the Chrome games. Just hold down. Yeah, but yeah, that was just something at the time. Like Spyro, 3 great games, and then Year of the Dragon. No, not yeah, it was. No, Year of the Dragon. No. The one with the oh yeah, it was the one with Sparks where Dragonfly. There we go, Dragonfly. Year of the Dragonfly. That game was garbage. Sure, as a kid, I was having fun, but I'm looking back as an adult. I've seen the clips. I remember. Oh my god, like how was it? This, bad. I don't remember being that bad, but it was that bad. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was just that bad, like for Year of the Dragonfly. Like, was not made very well. Rushed out the door. It even stuff that they, air quotes simplified. It was still pretty bad. Ah! But Hero's Tale, that was actually a really good game. I'm not gonna lie, it had some of my favorite levels of Spyro that I really liked. Even when the music was pretty good. You could say it was still a collectathon. Red was a good villain that they brought back for the Chrome games. For a very good reason, because at least, hey, he's kind of a cool villain to have. And you might as well use him, / keep him. Okay, where's the rest? There we go. Ooh, don't want to do that. Ah, there we go. Sometimes you just forget. Like, you really forget to look at the level of the designs and look for the rockets. Okay, one was over there. Where's the other one? I might not stay at this level too long. I might just keep on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move on. I'll get the other stuff later. Because I can't quite, for the life of me, remember exactly which I need. Do I need more gems? Do I need more dragons? Do I need more eggs? I can't quite remember. That's basically like this whole game, really. At least the dragons, get back the eggs, gemstones, and then come rinse and repeat. You honestly can really finish like the first game in a good sitting if you feel like it, or if you do want to get everything, maybe like a couple more sittings. Because again, it was a collectathon at the time, but it was a really damn good collectathon. It was a shame that it was still well received, but it didn't quite take off in the West. It took off in European markets, not quite the West. Or I should say here in the States. But then as word of mouth spreads along, because you gotta remember, dear gamers, We didn't have the internet like we did have today. It became successful. Everyone was like, alright, we want another one. And shortly after this, I'll do Ripto. Since I already did Year of the Dragon, or like the third one. I think we get the names are mixed up. Nope, not that way. Yeah, let's go Mr. Bob next. Well, also, once you get to Spyro 2, that I think was 2 and 3 were my favorite of the Insomniac trilogy. One is still a very good, well-made game. You just gotta remember at the time that for the controls and everything, they didn't have anything quite. They had it all figured out, but the stuff in the sequels just gave Spyro that extra oomph that you desperately needed. Oh yes, this one, the one I got sadly interrupted on. If you don't remember, or at least I remember, that I was accidentally interrupted by my mother, literally 4 years ago. I was playing this level. I'm like, Mom, what you want? She can like, I think I had something on at the time that her friend was over. It's like, why don't you show them the video? I'm like, Mom, I'm not. Now, truth be told, the kid's okay now. But even back in the day, it's like, look, I said this, like, well, here's the thing when it comes with me in, like, when I have the new fancier technology stuff to let show with the younger generation. Here's the thing, I like the kid, he's a gamer like me. Kid's growing up a lot, I thought he was a senior in high school, but it's like, no, he's just graduated, no, just got done with middle school. Then this year, he's gonna be in a high school, starting freshman year. I'm like, okay, fine, no big deal. But for whatever reason, my mom, this is what she always does. Now, no offense for those who have this problem too as well, or might think I'm just a little mean. I'm like, Mom, I'm not setting up the VR right now. I'm like, no. One, because I wasn't playing the VR at the time, and you gotta remember, I literally had the base PlayStation. Yeah, the base, yeah, I had like the base PlayStation 4, like at maybe like a month and a half at the launch. So where the only games we really had was like Killzone. Yeah, that's what we had at the time. Killzone, Knack, and the third-party titles that were on the system since none of the PlayStation 3 games were backwards compatibility. So you were stuck with whatever you got at the time, or whatever game you got with some of the games that were making the ports. So that's just that. I said, no, Mom, I'm not setting up. Because I'm like, look, it takes too long to set up the VR. And not to mention, since the PS4 download speed is not that great, honestly. Even look back at it now, you're just waiting hours and hours upon stuff to get downloaded. Unless you know exactly which game you want to download right away. That's not going to take too long. So I'm like, I'm just being honest and the truth. And she has to pull the defense card. Like, he doesn't have like. I'm like, hey, you know what? You know what you told me all those years ago when I was little? If I wanted stuff like that,
Attack frogs?
Yep.
And this used to be such.
That I used the excuse that she told me when I was younger that if I wanted stuff like a PlayStation, my own game, or the Xbox, I had to save up money for it. I had to save up money. They used to tell me, then get a job. Like, I can't get a job. Well, too bad. It's kind of like reverse psychology. I want to do that here. Would say, like, hey, remember what you told me all those years ago? That if I wanted stuff, I had to pay for it? I'm like, she's like, he doesn't have this. I'm like, it's like, look, the VR just takes too long. And it's like, VR 2, like, no. This is like the original PlayStation VR that we had for the VR 2. So even though it was really great, you're also still using that outdated PlayStation Move controller scheme, which again is completely fine. But to me, I'm looking at myself. Look, I'm playing a game that I'm having a lot of fun with right now, I have a PlayStation VR that's still very good. I still have it, by the way. But it's still like, look, I
Thanks
would
for
like to
releasing
set it
me.
up.
It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
Oh, no.
Why? I remember,
Gotta go.
I mean, it's like for me, I'm saying this politely that I cannot set this up right now. It takes too long to set up. And by the time it is set up, it's like they're out of here. And what does my parents like to do from time to time? They love to gaslight me. You're saying, really? They have gaslighted me several different times that I just do not like. I'm like, trying to be honest here, the truth. I don't know, some people say that the truth hurts, but it's like, this is the truth in reality that same if the VR takes a while. Yes, is it still plugged in? Yes, is everything online? Yes. But it's like, this thing takes a long time to download a game. The PlayStation takes a long time to download a game. This it's not going to be exactly how you want it to be. You're not going to win me over. So what did I do in the end? I'm like, well, just for the sake of it, it's like, well, I'll get it set up. But I was 100% unsure if it was going to be finished. And it did finish downloading at the time. Like, here, there's like one game I can show you. That's it. And then I tell my mom, like a few months later, like, what, do you want me to bring over VR for my sister and my brother-in-law to see? She's like, no, well, good, you're learning. Because that stuff just takes such a long time. Not to mention, you need a lot of space for it, too.
thank you for releasing me.
So it's not like I was being a jerk. I was like being myself, you know, let me just be honest with you. Stuff like this just takes a long time to set up. And everyone who has a VR knows that, oh yeah, VR takes a long time to set up. You may think that it's quick, but it's not really that quick. I mean, it's simple to set up, but just to download yourself a game, stuff all set up, and not to mention the space that is necessarily required for these machines, takes a long time. So yeah, that was the night that I remember playing that. That was the last time I was streaming this game. So what? Cause like, you know what? I gotta make some room. Put this. But now that I am back to playing this game, I can finish it. Play the other game that I want to play. And while I wait for Final Fantasy 16, because we're just around the corner. Literally, this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And they kind of announced at the same time that there's a demo goes live tomorrow, early tomorrow morning, because that's just how the way things are. You gotta literally wait till 3 a.m. or something around that time, depending on your time zone.
I'll tell you what to do with those creatures. Smash them, Spyro, stamp them out, and squish them and squash them.
How about charge them and flame them? We are dragons, after all.
See, now that's funny. But the one thing that the Sonic trilogy was really good at, it was good timing with the humor. Very good humor, so. And just using better logic and facts unlike most games these days. So that's it. Is like any other games I'm waiting for, like, well, you know, the Summer Game Fest they're going on right now. You know, like, we'll have everyone along with their showcases pretty soon. Microsoft wrapped theirs up pretty much during work, on a very slow work day, so thankfully I was able to watch some of it during my lunch break, but not all of it. I gotta say, Project Re-Fantasy, now that finally got unrevealed after 6 long years, with some actual gameplay footage, a new epic high fantasy game by the minds of Atlas, for the people who brought you Persona 5, by that studio, because it's by it was by the former director of Persona 5, because he formed his own studio with Atlas called Full Studios. So now it's like, ooh, this will be interesting for everyone to play now. That's great. The worst kept secret in the world was that, oh my god, it's freaking Persona. My god. Like, look, I'm very much mixed right now because they announced the details of, what they're doing with Persona 3, and I have to say, for Persona 3 Loaded, so it's incomplete. Now, what someone's gonna mean by saying that? What do you mean that Persona 3 is incomplete? Joker, it's the full game. Guys, it's not Joker, it's the full... What Atlas has said that it's the full game. It's not really the full game. Are we getting the Fez content, you know, the additional content that was in Fez? Or are we getting the portable content with the playable FMC route that a lot of fans do very much like and appreciate? Try this. They're not doing any of that. They're just gonna do the original release of Persona 3. Now, to be fair, it's still the original game and get through all the original game's content. What one of my friends does not still understand this is that I get it, you fucking love Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. But here's the thing with that. If they want to add on the new content stuff, that's fine. Everyone's going to say this. That's fine for them to do. That's fine for them to have. It is Monolith, it is their game. I respect them for that. Everyone does. Everyone does, because I think Monolith is a very good studio out there. And it's an old game of the Wii that also got ported to the 3DS. I should say, the new 3DS, which I still am baffled by the name. But that's them. They wanted to add more to the story. That's fine. I always say at this level, let me just try that a little bit. But that's the thing that we tend to say a lot of the times is that that's one thing. That's one thing if they want to do that way. That's completely fine, and is basically essentially is normal to see. Even stuff like with Persona with Fez, is that they were still adding new stuff with Fez, and especially with the whole epilogue called The Answer, which gave you the more definitive reason of what happened of the answer being that this is what actually happened. As very much curious to see what actually transpired and what in the world happened at the end of the game if you're a bit left baffled and confused of what in the world happened. Now that is, again, dear ladies and gentlemen, is completely fine and normal. But the criticism that we have right now with Atlas, with the whole Persona 3, Reloaded, is that so we're not even getting the full definitive experience. You're not getting the content with Fez, you're not getting stuff with Portable, with the female C route that if you want to play. You're just getting the vanilla game, which is, again, completely fine, but it felt like, so it's not even worth getting if we're getting stuff that's incomplete. Or to stuff that they're going to say that, well, it's going to be, air quote, you're going to get this stuff as DLC with the Fez content ready to rock and roll on day one with the FMC route. But it's also called this, what is the point of these remakes and remasters if you're not going to put like anything new? Sometimes it's completely fine. Like, again, remember I said that my friend doesn't understand stuff, or like he needs to have a sudden realization of this? Why would Naughty Dog release additional content for The Last of Us with The Last of Us Remastered, The Last of Us Part 1? In my own humble opinion, The Last of Us is such a very good game that you don't need to update the music. The music for Xenoblade Chronicle, the original one, is still fantastic to this day. If they want to update the game with its music, I say let them do it. It is their game after all. If the composers are willing to do it, that's fine. And if there's decision to do it, that's even better. Which it was. So now you can kind of contrast and compare which music you like. Do you like the original music that's on the Wii? Or do you like the more definitive edition with this more enhanced remixes on the Switch? It is your choice. They did update the visual because, again, the game was on the Wii. And compared to Switch and everything, and they add more stuff in there for you to do, especially with that epilogue content. That is completely fine, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. But the fact that, A, I have to say this countless times, in my own humble opinion, is this. That there's a defined difference between a studio that's updating a lot of things, let's say like Capcom, they update Resident Evil 2 to the best to their ability, and not to mention, also at the end of it all, they made that Resident Evil 2 remake absolutely amazing. Keep it like the original. Add the content that was necessary to be there. Update controls for modern day consoles, and you pretty much got a faithful remake compared to what.
Spyro, you jump at the end of a supercharge ramp, you can really go far.
I'm all over it.
Any other stuff like say like Resident no not Resident Evil. Compare the stuff that you kind of getting lately with some stuff like even the more recent example of Dead Space remake compared to the original. They pretty much did a really good job of recreating the original. Some of the plot twists are still in there, kept very nicely, which I absolutely love. But one thing that they kind of ruined it was just the slightly me going, yeah. Was me going no for one thing because it's like, uh-oh, you didn't quite do it correctly like the original game did. Kind of ruined the moment because I knew the twist was coming. So I can remember I played the original, so I knew exactly what's going to happen, and the fact that they didn't go, well, like say, air quote, committed to that, how they kind of shocked you in the original, was a little let down, but it's like, you know what, it's fine, it's okay. It's fine. Compare that to, say, something like, you know, other stuff that we get out throughout the years. That is the one thing. That is just, you know, us saying, you know, that is the one thing. One thing that, like, you know, that's one thing. But that's to go back to tie this all back to Persona in some ways. You know, that's based like the same like the original. You're getting the exact game you're looking for with the exact amount of money that you are pretty much paying for. That's awesome. That's sweet. Compare that stuff like to like did more like to say stuff that is more definitive, like, you know, again, like Xenoblade. That is another thing. That's completely one thing within its entirety. That is one thing. That is completely fine for all of us. The downside to that, it can sometimes feel like that, like, well, I did that, but why would you make a game like Persona 3 Reloaded with an all-new voice cast, you know, new engine and everything, and, you know, updating it for modern consoles? Does it make it feel less inferior to the original? The original had a style that fit its time, had a great cast, even though a lot of the new voice actors are the more new, brand new, up and rising ones are making the rounds big time for a lot of their games that they've been a part of and franchises they're being a part of. But it felt like that what I saw in the trailer felt like this feels slightly inferior and what they announced that, like, so it's not a full-blown definitive remake. It's an inferior version that made me go, are you serious right now? And they are serious right now. And I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be one of those games where you're about to say that it's going to make or break you. And in my opinion, it's going to break a lot of people, and not a good way. The fact that content that should have been in the game, you know, there should have been the true definitive edition with the Fez content, with the portable content, with the playable FMC is just unbelievable. Like who thought that was a good idea? Like, who thought it was a good idea, really? I don't know who thought it was a good idea. I don't know why they're doing it, but it just made a lot of people angry. Like, a lot of people are angry now. But let me see if I can still nail this jump. I don't think I can. I'm trying to remember how I did this as a kid.
Greetings, Spyro. For an amazing tour of the treetops, don't just stop at one supercharge.
Huh.
I mean, but would I like to see some of the other games remastered? Like, I would love to see a Hero Tales remastered, honestly. I love that game a lot. Oh my god, are you serious? See, there's the guy up there, so... Remember, again, like, how do I do this? Wait, now I remember how to get there. I'll get you another time. Because in all honesty, I want to get this. Because in all honesty, I want to get this part of the game done, so then I can play one of my favorites of the games, Ripto's Rage. It's also one of those games I have yet to beat yet. Because again, the backstory is the game files would not save, and I would get closer every time, but I get to like the second main boss, the game freaked out. I don't think I ever come close to beating it. Though, the reason why I love the second game, because there was a glitch you can do to exploit the levels a bit. This is before we had, like, patches, my friends. You kind of glitch yourself through, like, the first level just by a bit. If you do it correctly, at this different level. Rage. I think when I get to Riptos, I will tell you like how I did it. But it's probably in this version of the game, probably all patched out. They probably fixed it, so it's like you can no longer exploit it. I would laugh if someone knew exactly what I was talking about and did the exploit, because it was a fun exploit, honestly, for Riptos Rage you could actually do. Oh, God. There you are.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
All dragons found. On the bus. Yeah, there was Dr. Shemp and a couple others. Ah, he did it himself. Oh boy, one hit, I'm done. Ah! Tricked me! Ah! Oh my god. Got him. Skill point acquired. Although I really don't need those skill points. Yeah, it's really a shame what happened to Toy for Bob's, really. A good studio, made some good games. Now they're just forced to be on Call of Duty. God damn, darn you, Activision. Just darn you. Here's to a good company that was taken advantage of. Alright, let's hopefully this is enough.
Oh, I feel much better now that so many dragons have been rescued. Jump in the balloon, and I'll show you the Dreamweaver's world. Are you ready to go?
Dreamweaver's world. Wait. We still have Dream. I thought we were done with this. Guess not. I think this is like the second to last level, or like this before you get to Dynastic North. Because, you know, I have to remember shit. No, I don't remember this being in the original, because, again, like you say, this thing's been a while. Oh yeah, the haunted. Oh, the haunted tower. This was the one.
The fools you see in this world are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
Can't exactly remember what they needed for Dreamworld, either eggs or gems. Probably just more dragons. But that's kind of like the central theme of the first Spyro game. Just really get and collect the stuff if you're going through the worlds. Should be simple enough. You should be at Dynastic North before you know it.
Hey, Spyro. All dragons know there's magic in a fairy's kiss. See what it can do to your power of flame.
Hold your horns. Here comes Spyro.
Patience, little one. You'll soon have the opportunity to battle the one who matters most. Nasty Nork.
Okay, yeah, I was right. 60. Oh. So where's the other drink? Alright, that's a little weird. I'll finally have my own time. Dark Passage, here we go, baby.
Quite frightening, but you should watch the fools.
I'd rather flame the fools.
Now you're thinking.
Thank you for releasing me.
Alright, we're back.
You know, I think you just might be the dragon to defeat Nasty Nook.
That's me, all right.
Well, we're the main characters, so yeah. No, I don't want to do that. So there's definitely more levels. Let's see, where do I gotta go? No, I don't want that. How'd I get to the other side? I exactly don't remember how to get to the other side, because either I just skipped this one or I just kept rushing towards more of the end. I think that easily could have been me at that young childhood age, just rushing more towards the end. Oh wait, I see. Now I see it. Get up there. Because honestly, when you do look back at all the retro stuff, all the classics, they're all just like fun, nostalgic childhood memories. Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, the list goes on, like classic Metal Gear. The list goes on, but these are classic for a reason. They're just not like, oh, look at the new shiny stuff. Like, yeah, this Spyro got an excellent coat of paint. But they never lost the spark. That's one thing I did really like about Toys for Bob. They just never lost the spark of what made the originals such beloved classics. Modern times, yeah. Some games aren't that good, or when someone does get the remaster, it's either just a poor man's take on the original IP, where everyone goes, but we didn't want that. We wanted this way. We wanted it done the way that it should have been done in the first place. Seriously, how the hell do I get over there? I just gotta go the opposite way? No, I can't go that way. I gotta jump from somewhere. I gotta jump from somewhere to get through there. I'm not gonna figure it out. I'll go to the exit the level.
Spyro.
Nicely done.
I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
Well done, Spyro. Nasty's world is... Are you ready to go?
Yeah, no wonder why I just left, because like this is the last area, so let's do it. Nasty's world. So here we are.
Needle it.
Oh. As you could probably also tell, they're playing the first main villain, or say the first main boss's theme that you're listening to. Pretty sweet little touch. They were like, "Hey, did I rescue you earlier?
Hey, didn't I already free
For
you?
you?"
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro. And you are the dragon that must defeat him.
Bring him on. I'm ready.
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
So essentially, that's what you're doing. Each level has a world that you need to go to, and then, of course, then you can challenge the main man himself. Actually, the Nork himself isn't that hard of a boss. Pretty easy boss, honestly. In fact, even though I think I prefer the original voice, honestly, because the original voice, there wasn't too many. It was the same. You are in Nasty Gork's world now. Reach the exit of each level. Then you can challenge him. Or I would have gone deeper. You are in Nasty Gork world, Spyro. Go to each of the levels. Reach the exit of each level. Then you can challenge. Sure. So here we go. The final levels. God, I always love the music for the original Spyro trilogy. Done by the original police drummer, Stu. Fantastic guy, great composer. A lot of signature style too. In fact, even one of the first levels for the 5 levels, the became the Amanda Show theme. But the series has got some really good music.
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Oh shit, I thought I could. Come on. Oh shit, that was TNT. Yeah, like even the guy from the original Mortal Kombat movie, who came back for the, he played Shang Tsung in the original game. In the original movie, he came back for the fan project, came back for Mortal Kombat X, and now for Mortal Kombat 2023. Once again, he's coming back. I'm like, dude, that's so badass of this guy, who clearly loves the fans. He's like, hey, I love. He's basically saying, hey, I love the fans, so I'll come back just for them. That's awesome. That's pretty cool, honestly.
Wow, I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
All dragons found. Excellent. There's the exit. Now remember, you have to reach it. If you don't reach it, you're gonna face nasty. So this is one time where you're there essentially saying, don't just exit the level. You need to actually reach it. There we go. Yo, another one. Always a little bit faster to do that. Oh, ooh. 2 for 1. Gave him the good old 2 for 1 combo.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Be on the lookout for North Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Heh. That's kind of funny. Oh. Ow. Oh yeah, also at the Microsoft press conference they showed up Hellblade Cinema Saga, which I absolutely love. Nasty noise. Wait, what was the last one there? I don't quite remember. Wait, I think that was just a bonus area. They need to get, like, all of them. So I believe if you get all the eggs, all the gems, and all the dragons, the bonus area locks. The games do have bonus areas. The first two of them. No, I think the second one does too. So here he is, the big bad himself. Shut up. In fact, here's a little fun fact, everyone. In the original game, there was no television or anything. He was standing right here the entire time. Going, stop. Oh my god, what the hell? I got the key. Oh, I gotta do that all over again. Go on, go on. Oh, there. Oh, yeah, that's right. Get the other one. Ooh. These are some tight corners. There he goes, he's on the run. Ah, no! Alright, come on. Now let's try this again. Get back here, coward. Come on, coward, get back here. Got him.
You're toast, Nork.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Ganor?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Yep. Well, at least that's the end for that one. So that was Spyro. I still liked it. First time being in the game, because I'd never be as a child, so that was awesome. Did see the ending. Even though I already rescued him already.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard, but But the gate will only open if you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
So, yep. So we get 100%, you get to go there. But, that being said, let's get out of here. And let's go to Ripto's Rage. I already did Year of the Dragon way back ago, but let's go to my favorite game, the second of the Sonic trilogy, Ripto's Rage. Now, funny enough, when they were making it, they actually saw, like, what, the European, or no, it was Japanese title. So Spyro meant pyro in Japanese. No, not that way. Okay.
I've forgotten what the sun looks like.
Alright, I don't like the intro.
Go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah. I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork.
Okay, there's some problems with the intro I have already. They changed it from the original.
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more
Cassandra Lee
adjustments to
Morris
these orbs
and Robbie Damon.
Maybe this isn't
There's
such a good
Robbie.
idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party.
Okay, Nash Nork looks awesome in this
Were you
version.
trying to keep something
Though I prefer his
from
old
me?
design.
A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah!
I hate dragon.
Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
I do not know that's the old actor or that's the new one. It's probably not the old one.
To get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute. How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Okay, so I'll tell you right off the bat, they completely changed the intro for Spyro 2. So in the original Spyro 2, you...
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and
I remember that this starting back when you were actually introduced to Nazignor, as they were trying to do something with the little spears that you saw, that they have a proper name. I can't remember exactly what they were called. And you were kind of thrown into. Instead of Spyro looking at the rain, they were actually running through Dragon Kingdom, saying, "Isn't this rain ever gonna stop, Spark?" So it wasn't standing still, he actually was running around, thinking that way. Nazignor design is really good for this game. Pretty good. I mean, not Nazignor. Ripto is pretty good. But what I like about his voice in the original, you could tell he was with this rage. You could tell that he hated dragons. Instead of going, "I hate dragons," more like, "I hate dragon." Like, he really emphasizes that he does not like dragons. one of the things that he does in the intro alone that separates him from this one is that, do you smell that? No dragons. So basically, he came here accidentally because they screwed up one of the teleporters, or should we say the gate worlds, brought him in. So technically speaking, it's the professor's fault, and basically our group are a new friend's fault. And since he took over this kingdom, it's up to us now to stop him. Now, one thing you're actually going to really appreciate about Spyro 2 onwards, especially with the other dragon.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me.
See,
Zap.
Yep, and the zap was exactly one thing. No more that you had to be on the stones to start on the the placements.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders.
In this game, you actually do get to learn the ability to swim, to get ladders. I mean, climb ladders. Pretty fun, honestly. You do a lot of stuff from Spyro 2, especially this when they introduced the mini games, and of course, money bags.
You must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee. Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
To get a good look around.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards.
Talisman, that's what I call it. Each world's gonna have a different.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home.
What they really did in Spyro 2, they really just took the base gameplay and really just expand upon it a little bit more and really expand upon the worlds. This is where you get all your little fun side activities that you wanted to do and that you really need to, air quote, explore.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of jam. Nice. You can spit. To hit that lizard. You can pick up a rocky.
Just think, where was the lizard again? Oh, I forgot what this little sucker was. more.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Essentially, the girls with the wings are Zoe and her friends, where they took all of these orbs away from Nastic Norg so he couldn't bring any more problems, but the portal was open long enough for him to, like, really get in here, so. So again, what Spyro 2 did, they took the base gameplay and just expand upon it. Better level design, better, and well, the enemy designs are going to be the same. But now he can glide a little bit, he can kind of hover in the air. Talk to this guy, and he'll teach you what to do, exactly.
Great! The Superfly power-up is... Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb.
know this correctly if I could do it a certain way. Here we go. Yep, that was like the original.
Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman.
Basically, do the level.
Hey, I could
get the
do
talisman.
that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, You can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Not really. Oh, this music. This music is nostalgic. Now, like we said, in this game you can actually swim, but you haven't learned to swim quite yet. They'll teach you how to swim. But now, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna put on the OG music. Oh, that kind of sounds the same, actually. Let me get the difference.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving...
So, I should tell you about the little secret, even though it's probably is patched down once I learn how to swim.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is...
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how...
That's right, you need 500 gems. I know he's a cheapskate, but that's how they designed them, that's how they made them. But this music here, such nostalgic, so many wonderful things. Just a wonderful piece of music. And I'm happy they didn't even touch it. But Hunter will teach you how to...
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. Okay, not bad. Nice job. Very good. Now... Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now...
So we'll do a level and teach you how to swim. Back like that. Idle Springs. Oh, the idols. Again, this game's such nostalgic. It's nostalgic. But new to Spyro 2 and onwards, they actually showed you what transpire the events of each world.
Spyro! The idols we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food.
Gotta really watch.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. To aim the camera.
Spyro, you're
It's fabulous to see you, Spyro. Now that the supercharged power-up is active, you can charge through the pedestals and send the dancing hula girls over here to help me.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Look at that. The hula girls' ring dance flew up.
Now you do want to be collecting these as well, because you're gonna need to get them if you want to get to Dragon's Shore and even to get to some of the other areas of the game. Some levels are going to be shorter than others are going to be long, but that's okay, because I like the variety. Especially with now the minigames. Even Insomniac, they, like, if you watch like the old, yeah, it was G4. Yeah, G4 back in the day. I forgot, what was this one? Did I need yeah, I think I needed someone. Or like, was it an ability or something? Can't quite remember if it was 1 or 2. Let me check the guidebook. Girls? I know they had this thing down here. As you do a level, you will see the more happy ending. Some of the stuff can be funny. Okay, so what did we used to do back in the day as itty bitty little gamers?
Great. Okay.
So what we used to do as itty bitty little gamers, the way that we were back in the day, we did not know exactly how we did it, but this is what I discovered as a kid back in the day, to kind of skip a section of the game. You still have to do it, regardless. I mean, you still go the normal way, go up here, go up in there. But there was a thing that we used to do as small little gamers, kids, if you wanted to just do it for the heck of it. Once you got the ability to swim right away, you would honestly just run. Like, you would just run. All the way a little over here. And you would keep on going, I don't know if speedrunners remember this, or maybe don't, but you would come down, all the way down over here. But now, there's this weird thing, if you got the timing correctly, and I mean the timing had to be, like, very much correct, you would come all the way over here. And just how it was coded way back in the day, for how it was coded, how things used to be. I remember this happening. I solemnly swear to, ladies and gentlemen, this is how I did it. But also no one knew exactly how this thing happened. For some odd reason, if you did this correctly, there was a random, like, 25% chance of you, if you did this correctly, you jump all the way over here, jump, but because it can't do it no more, because they patched it out, you could honestly clip through this building, through the walls, get inside, that would be awesome. Go to a level, it would start normally. But there was a random chance, once you, like, opened up the level, back to Summer Forest, you could potentially see Summer Forest, and it had, like, a 25% chance of it being in water. Wait, what? Yeah, the entire level would just be, like, in water. All of a sudden, like, you're just in water. It was weird, but that was kind of cool how we did it.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brother...
Ah, this would be the hockey one.
By concentrating, I...
See, hockey.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant?
Enemies like... Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particle...
Hey, look what...
Even though I'm a vegetarian.
See, now that's funny.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that.
See, now that was funny. That's funny. That is hilarious. To build you up this Yeti that you're gonna fight him. Instead, he dies of his own foolishness. See that? It's called being awesome. See, in even the second level alone, you knew exactly the type of game you were getting to with Spyro. Ripto's Rage. A game that knew exactly how to be a great sequel. That alone is already better than what I did in the original Spyro. You're now way more encouraged to explore the levels, find exactly what you need to do with the guides. Everything just about this game is just more magnificent, exactly the way that I remember it. Now, didn't I say there's hockey? Oh yeah, there's hockey. Fine, it's pretty cool. Now, this is honestly where they actually got emails saying that they were playing it, like apparently the elderly was playing more than their kids. So if you actually come over here, I know wait for them though. Exit level. You start to see this. Continue over this area, you will be in a hockey arena. Win the mini game, you get the talismans.
Ah, Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. You have 2 minutes to score 5.
But it's pretty fun, actually. It's pretty fun. But you have to beat them. If you fail, you don't get the talismans. But you can kind of cheat in a way. Oh shit. Up the... No, didn't go in. Ah shit. Come on. Faster. Nope, there it goes. Oh, they didn't go in. Darn it. See how I mean this is kind of fun? And how you want to get stuff like this? Two. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Spent too much time getting the hockey. Need too much time getting the puck. Oh my. She went right past me. And my 2 minutes are up. Oh no.
You have.
So let's try this again. It's one. Come on. Kind of the goal is to kind of shoot it before you get near the line. Yeah.
Well. Would you like to? The first to score 5 goals wins.
Yeah, still got it.
Well done.
And now you can literally hop in whenever you want to and score a goal. But it's up to you. last talisman again? I don't quite remember the last talisman, but you really definitely need to collect them if you want to get to the Dragon Shore. Sometimes it's been a while since we've played certain games. I'm like, you know what? It's been a while, so I can't exactly remember where all of them are. You can definitely look up on a guide if you want to. This is always funny because yet he's still alive.
Ooh.
But he gets squashed. Hilarious. Now that's hilarious stuff. Do one more level.
You're well on your way, Spyro. And keep collecting those orbs, too.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall.
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby
Oh right, this is the one where you get those metalhead sharks. Now I was saying like, wait, there's metalhead? Like, yeah, there's. I'm trying to say more robotic ones. Was that in the other area? It's one of the other two. Can't quite exactly.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here.
Hello, young one. There's a chef. The water workers have captured most of our...
Oh yeah, that's right. I still don't know how to climb yet, so I really can't do some of the stuff yet. So I'm just gonna exit the level. No, I think I'll do one more.
Your game camera is current. If you... Okay, I won't...
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get... Nice work, Spyro! This is one of Hunter's favorite speedways.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to... Ah!
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will only open...
Oh yeah, these guys. These guys were kind of funny.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them. I think that...
Come on, come on, come on.
Thanks for getting rid of the gear grinder thief.
Go.
Thank you, Spyro.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our elect...
Stop. Not much Fire King. Playing classic.
Spyro, you have...
The next glides get... Remember to...
Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Here. Here. There we go. Let's go. Got it? Got it. As a kid, this was hard. Though, not so much. Because honestly, as a kid, this is really just you getting the hang of pressing triangle when you need to. And dull, this is pretty simple now. And then you want to go over it, all the way over here. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky.
Spyro, help!
Push the button and you're good to go.
Thanks for shutting down the factory.
All orbs collected. Perfect. Perfect. Now we can move on. I mean, that's the beauty of this game. It truly is the beauty. Everything in the original got improved. Better level designs are quick and easy to do, yet still fun to explore. Better objectives for you to do, that it isn't just you collecting the same things over again and wondering that do I have enough? Not have enough. They're short, to the point, and I love it. Life became so much fun, and also the mini games. The early mini games are fun to do, but the other ones will get to them later. Ooh, they're even fun.
Thank you, Spyro. You've deactivated all of the electric barrier.
Maybe one more. Oh yeah, this is funny. I think he's got it, but he doesn't have it really. That was always funny as a kid. Always funny. Always my favorite of the sketches. But the other ones, again, when you get them to later, they are so funny. Again, some of these places you're gonna have to come back to later if you want to learn how to climb. My bag is gone. Here we go. I'll just keep on going, honestly. Just a little bit longer. Don't have to go to bed yet. Oh, here's another funny little sketch. Take it away. Yep, we're back once again. Over here.
The funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water.
Now I know what you're thinking. Sheep swimming? Come on. Spyro game. Of course they're gonna do it. So my opinion's coming. Oh, this ride. This is the one with the sharks. Oh, it's an option to go too, but... They were right over... See, they're right over there. So if you want to blow them up, you need to find... Where was it? Yeah, that's right, I need to do this. Hold on. These guys over here. Alright, now. Where was that? Here we are. Go back down over here. It was a power-up that you needed.
Those shocks.
Oh yeah, wait, I think 14? Jeez. So, in order to blow those guys up over there, you're gonna need your power-up, which you need to kill at least about 14 enemies. It's not gonna be that hard, especially not that hard to swim. Don't worry, they'll stay right over there. They're not gonna move away from the coating. So again, once you blow them up, it's gonna be pretty easy to do. Boing, boing.
Hi, Spyro. You must be tougher than you look to get here. All the same, you won't be able to get past the metal sharks up ahead. A pleasure doing...
But you can once you get yourself the power up. in the original, that thing actually went away a lot quicker. So that's one of my complaints that I actually am happy they actually fully address. Now again, same thing for going back here. You got your power up, blow these guys away. Also, one more thing. Since you got your power up, probably see all the metal doors. Here's what you can do. Oh, crap. You can't do that. I thought you could. Don't think about the other games.
Our world is wet again.
Oh, by the way, if you think you're done, no, you're not, my friend. You have a long way to go. Remember how I said this game is better than the original? Like I said, everything, and we mean everything, is expanded.
I've been trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me. Hey, great! Hop on his...
Now make sure you're going through all the rings. If you missed any of the rings, it's game over. Pretty easy to do. Those are pretty easy to fail. So far so good. That's the easy course. He'll let you do another one, and then you'll do it again.
Now that the manta ray's tamed, I'd love to get him into ring. Okay.
See, now it gets a little harder. But thankfully, since we got some better technology, and the cameras wasn't as bad as the original, pretty safe. Again, another pretty easy one.
Incredible!
Perfect. Now that's all the stuff he's gonna have for you to do over here, but you're gonna have plenty more to do.
Water workers have kidnapped 6 of my children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to If you can make it...
Two. Now we gotta go back down. Again, why is the sheep swimming in the water? I don't know, and I'm not gonna question it. Okay, oh god, now I gotta remember exactly where I came out from. I believe it was there, Zoe. There we go.
You did it!
Then there's the real one. Alright, there we go.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have 6...
Now, here's our first boss battle.
Before you get to the castle dungeon, Spyro, I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There, that's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 224? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Are you...
Get off me, you useless buffoons! Why can't either of you... Where are we?
No dragons? Wonderful.
Crush, go back and pack my bags. We're moving in.
Say hello to your new king.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I've broken my glasses.
Crush, go through the portal, you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
Yep, so here we go. And that's how, essentially, they got all the orbs.
Now! Go! Crush, get the orbs now! Now, you despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited to intercepting one of these creatures. How about Glimmer?
So Crush is your first boss battle. It's actually pretty fun to fight, actually. Now he's got the flames. Proceed. Hang on, boys. So you want to get to him right before he gets there. Otherwise, he's invulnerable. So part of this is also predicting slightly where he's going to go. Definitely seen Ash Ignorig in the background. It's always nice to see you back on the PS1. Whoop. Gotcha. Now he's chasing us. Now they're going to do a combination. Bye-bye. There's Nasty going on. Ripto.
May have been able to defeat that simpleton.
But golf will be more than a match for you.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Go! Help! Come here now! Destroy him, and make sure it's painful.
But the ceiling collapses, so we need to get out of here.
Get me out of here! So long, dragon.
Forget it. He came back for the year of the dragonfly. But he wasn't that fun to fight. No one was. Oh my god, really?
That Ripto has caused enough damage. All his meddling has cost me a fortune. If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. Oh, if Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In fact, I'd give him a lot more than that. I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that! And that! No! Why, you...
Alright, this is where we learn to climb. The adventure continues. God, this music is so nostalgic. Again, favorite game of the series, in my opinion, and probably has the best soundtrack. Probably. That's where we learn to climb and we get the rest of the talismans.
Well, well. I bet a rich... You won't regret it. Use the left...
Here we go. Now we're climbing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully I'll see you in the following days so we can finish this game along with, you know, starting the demo for Final Fantasy.
Legend has it that there is a port... Thanks.
Starting the demo for Final Fantasy 16. The reason why I can't play either game tomorrow because I might be planning to do something with my family. They're already at the campsite, so I might just hop down there and buy. I have to work tomorrow, but I might play by ear. My cousins are actually coming tomorrow. I just thought they were coming today, but they have an appointment with their son, so that's why they're here in my town. But yeah, I shall see you guys next time. God, I love this gaming music.